Hi Capricorn peeps, what's up guys? It's Ant from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you guys with your September 2023 tarot reading. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I just want to mention before we get started, if you want to check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com, if you're interested in personal readings, you can go over there. First link in the description below. I'll be happy to connect with you guys if you're interested. But Capricorn, what's happening? And let's see what's going on here for your September 2023. So what's going to be in store here, please, for the zodiac signs of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac throughout September 2023. What information is showing up here for Capricorn? All placements for Capricorn in September 2023. Let's go ahead and check it out. Starting out with the overall energy, the Nine of Swords. Typically with a Nine of Swords energy, very much so kind of like nervous, could be worried about something right now. So there could be something on your mind that may potentially be worrying you. This could be a time as well where your dreams are a little bit funky and weird. We do have a lot of planets in retrograde, especially in September. So you might be having a lot of like intensity dreams, weird dreams, but this also could be representing fear, right? But do remember the acronym for fear. Fear is nothing more than false evidence appearing real. So don't invest yourself in fear when fear is a reality that doesn't necessarily exist. So do keep that in mind here too. Now, coming on into the current energy for Capricorns, we have here the Emperor, what you're dealing with this month, the Magician, and then taking a look at the current outcome of the month, we have here the Chariot showing up here as well. So Cancer energy, Aries energy, and Virgo energy, you might be dealing with any of those signs if they mean something to you, or it could be somewhere pretty significant in your chart. Now, Nine of Swords here to the Emperor card. You know, I feel like you're trying to take control. Trying to take control of your fear, trying to face it head on, trying to be assertive, trying to be bold and daring is what I'm seeing here so far, Capricorn. But I see that no matter how much you keep trying to take control, it feels like fear is still what manifests with the Magician card. And looking at the current outcome being the Chariot, I feel like you're trying to be dismissive of worries and dismissive of fears, but they seem to keep popping up, right? And it's like, all right, I'm trying to not worry, but maybe I should be worried considering that I can't let go of the worries, right? So you're like, WTF, what is going on? So let's have a look here and see if this is necessarily fear, or is this more so a warning or an intuitive feeling that something has to change? So describe this feeling for me for Capricorn with that Nine of Swords, please. We have here the Ace of Swords. We have here the Knight of Wands. So this means Ace of Swords, this is something to be true, meaning that what you're picking up on isn't particularly fear, but what you are picking up on, Capricorn, is something unfolding, something coming in that isn't going to be what you're necessarily happy about. So you're getting a bit of a warning here of something happening. Now, whatever it is you're getting this warning of, you would know it'll be different for every Capricorn. Some of you guys could be getting a warning about a person in your life. You could be getting a warning about a situation happening with your work and with your job. But ultimately, you feel it coming fast with the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is one of those things where it's like, it feels like it's coming in quickly, very, very fast. So Capricorn, it's like, yeah, something is showing up here in September and I need to move quickly with that Chariot is what I'm seeing here for you. Let's get some insight into what is coming towards Capricorn. We have here the Temperance, the Page of Cups, and the Tower. Yeah, I think that you guys are starting to see something where you have to, I'm hearing pick up and restart. So I think that there is something coming in here that is more than likely going to end, so that there is going to be this energy of restarting. But I think that right now you're probably looking at a new beginning or a fresh start as something negative or inherently not a good time. But ultimately here, I feel like it is going to be positive for you. You have here a Temperance card, which represents being very emotionally balanced, very comfortable emotionally, and Page of Cups here, being excited, being in a new energy and having something new to offer. So Capricorns, right now, the idea of an ending might spook you. It might freak you out, but I most certainly feel that by going through this ending and actually jumping into a new beginning, it's going to turn out for the best. So right now it doesn't seem that way, right? And not everything is always as it seems. So right now it doesn't seem that way, but I'm telling you it will be. I do think that this new beginning will be something that is definitely good for you, and it will be a pretty damn good experience. So you're getting that intuitive feeling here, that intuitive nudge of like something's going to shift, something's going to change, something's going to end, or it's not going to be the same. And that's what you've been picking up on for a while now. And it's like, I need to prepare myself because I can feel this unfolding. I can feel it happening. Now, let's see what's showing up in your challenge position for the month, what's showing up in your challenge in September. And that's going to be the Hierophant. I'm hearing familiarity with the Hierophant. The Hierophant card represents our commitments, our duties. It represents what we are devoted to, but it also represents the status quo, kind of like a familiar environment. I almost feel for you, it's weird because saying goodbye to something that's familiar is an awkward transition. Saying goodbye to something that you've been invested in for a long time or comfortable with for a long time, it's weird. You don't want to see that change. So I think that right now what you're trying to do is you're trying to grasp on to the comfort of where you've been for so long. It's what you're used to. It's familiar. But now that familiar, comfortable situation is going to change, it's weird letting it go. You can see it coming towards the course of its end, but you don't want to let it go. And I think that that's the difficult part. That's the battle and the challenge here that you guys are facing. Now, looking at what you can expect throughout the month of September, let's see. We have here the Nine of Cups showing up. So like I said, I still feel like there is going to be a certain level of fulfillment showing up to you or showing up for you. Yeah, speaking of which, the Devil card represents Capricorn. So if you have a Capricorn here with the Nine of Cups, Capricorns, you will be fulfilled. So what you can expect throughout the rest of September is there is going to be fulfillment coming towards you, but you have to kind of open up yourself to a new perspective. Is what I'm seeing here, Capricorn, King of Swords. Yeah, this is going to be the time right now to kind of brace yourself for changes, but to kind of look at things in a very neutral mentality. I feel like neutrality is very important, Cappy. Being in a very neutral energy, being in a very neutral space, not really having any expectations for this specific new beginning, but instead to kind of embrace it head on. And like I said, once you do embrace it, I feel like it's going to be very positive with that Temperance card coming into play here for you. But let's take a deeper look. What else is going on here in September for Capricorns? We have here the Strength, the Ace of Cups, and we have here the Ten of Swords. I am seeing for some of you as well, whatever you might be currently going through can strengthen a relationship in your life. Could be a romantic relationship, could be a friendship bond, could be a strength or a strengthening in family. Okay. But relationships here are definitely coming out a lot stronger is what I'm seeing for Capricorns too, after some change comes in. You know, for some Capricorns, this could be the energy of changing and adjusting your financial situation. You might see some differences there. That might be what worries you because there was a certain level of financial comfort. Maybe now it's not going to be the same, but it's not necessarily bad though. This could be the energy too of seeing changes in who you associate with or changes in your environment. Maybe some of you guys are moving here. Your physical location could be changing. Ten of Swords, you might be leaving one home and building a new home. Tens represent finality in the tarot. So you're trying to build yourself a forever place. That could be what's happening here for some of you. So you may be traveling, going somewhere new. You thought that where you were might have been the home you'd live in forever. But now as you're changing location, it's a weird but bitter and sweet kind of feeling showing up here for you as well. So you could see travel and change around homes showing up here too coming into the month. All right, is what I'm seeing here as well. Let's go ahead and keep looking though, Cappy. So what else do we have here for Capricorns throughout September 2023? What other information is coming into play here for them? We have here the Ten of Pentacles. Yep. We have here the Wheel of Fortune. And we have here the Seven of Swords, followed up here with the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, so long as you allow yourself to be very accepting of this new beginning, it is very, very fortuitous for you. We got here a Wheel of Fortune. Fortune is here. Ten of Pentacles here. Abundance is here. Like, I feel like the universe is screaming, if you let go and trust the process, I promise you where you end up is going to be so freaking good. But Capricorn, right now, you're like, I just don't know. Seven of Swords here. Queen of Pentacles here. It's like, I just don't know. I'm so used to the environment I previously had. It's weird seeing things change. It is. It is weird seeing things change, you know? Capricorn, you guys are not necessarily a mutable sign. You're a cardinal sign like Cancerians are. So you're cardinal earth, we're cardinal water. At the end of the day, right? I think all cardinal signs like things having consistency and being the same. I know for me personally, when universe is like, hey, Aunt, change is about to happen in your life, I'm like, fuck. You know, I'm not a big fan of change. I'm not necessarily happy with it. But at the end of the day, I always note and acknowledge that the universe is taking care of me, right? So if there is a change coming in here, it may seem really crappy at first, but there is some sort of blessing behind it. So Capricorns, if you can let go of the fear, if you can let go of the worry or that you're being pushed in a bad direction and really trust the universe at this time, there is a lot of fortune and a lot of abundance to be had in your new reality that you will be experiencing. So this entire reading, Capricorn, is screaming, let go. Don't be afraid. Don't worry, let go, and just know that everything's going to turn out just fine. All right. What'll be the most important message coming out of this reading for Capricorns? What's the most important message they need to hear regarding September 2023? We have here the Knight of Swords paired with the Six of Swords, and we have here the Page of Swords. Yeah, Knight of Swords is about action, forward movement. You got here a Six of Swords, which is about moving to calmer shores, and you have here a Page of Swords, which is being pretty hesitant, but also it could be a card of being observant. You know what? I feel for you, Capricorn, be observant in your life right now. Definitely take note of the changes, but try to look a lot further beyond than what you're seeing right now. I think that if you can look at the bigger picture, because a lot of you are being called to look at the bigger picture, you'll see a better picture. You know, sometimes when we look very short term, we can see some things that we may not like, but when we look at the long term, it could be a totally different experience. So I feel like you're being called here to look at the big picture right now this month. And I do see here, nonetheless, Six of Swords is a card that represents you're moving towards calmer shores. So even if this month feels a little intense here with the Nine of Swords situation happening, it's going to calm down relatively quickly. And I feel like that's going to happen right around the 17th is what I'm hearing for you. So as we move towards the 17th of September, you will start to feel that calmer shore energy, I think, approaching you more and more. So there's going to be a positive shift that comes from this, okay? I know that right now because I'm feeling the vibe of Capricorns and they're like ants. You're telling me that this reading is all positive, but it doesn't feel super duper positive. Yes, I know it may not necessarily feel that way, but once again, bigger picture type of stuff really feels like things are going to go in a good direction for you. I wholeheartedly can hate change. I hate it sometimes. It's not my favorite. And I know that letting go and trusting the process is super spooky and scary because we all, I think, by a basic human nature level, kind of want to be in control. But sometimes there are things that are outside of our control. And I feel like your current scenario you're going through is beyond your control here at this time. So it's one of those things here, Cappies, where it's like, we have to let go. We have to trust that everything's going to be okay. We have to know that within our heart, and it will be something we see. Remember, guys, we don't see to believe, but instead we believe to see. Right? If we can start bringing that mentality in our lives, that's when you'll start to see the miracles shine in. Okay? All right, though, Cappy. Let's look at the outcome for you. What's going to be the overall outcome for Capricorns throughout September 2023? How is their overall outcome going to be this month? And we have here the Moon card. Yeah, I think it's an interesting time emotionally because there is a lot of, not particularly sadness, but there is a lot of energy showing up in a way where you're closing out chapters of your life. You're saying goodbye to something. It's weird. It's different. It is emotional, but at the same time, there's a certain level of excitement, I think, about what comes next for you, Capricorn. Six of Wands. Yeah, there's a certain level of excitement to voyage, to journey, to go into a different direction. Six of Wands represents success too, so there is success coming up in your future. But it also represents like good attention and good fortune coming to you too. And the Six of Wands in the tarot is like a mini version of the Death card, and the Death card represents transformation. So it is a transformative time here. So you're going to see positive change come to you as well, which I really like. Look at that. Empress here to the Hangman. It's like you have two choices. You know, you can look at this energy and be like, I'm stuck. My life is changing. I'm not happy with the changes. Or you can look at this as a sign of growth. You know, this isn't being trapped. This is growth. It is that Empress card for you. But it's going to all be about how you look at it. It's all going to be depending about how you look at it, Capricorn, you know? So you can look at this and be like, well, that's it. I'm stuck. Or you can say, hey, we're growing, baby, and there is growth coming in here going forward. And I truly believe that for you wholeheartedly. All right. Is there any sort of closing remarks that I can give here for Capricorns that they may need to hear coming into the month of September? Knight of Cups showing up. For some of you, there could be suitors coming in for you guys romantically, especially for the Capricorns that are single. You may find yourself very attracted to somebody. Could be a water sign you might find attraction towards. But I do see that there could be some sort of romance, that's the way to say it, right? Some sort of romance coming in for you at this time in the month. We also have here the Eight of Swords, and we have here the Three of Cups. Yeah, guys, I feel like there is going to be a new chapter coming in that's genuinely worth celebrating for. you know? And with the Eight of Swords showing up over here, I know you feel blindfolded. It's like, I don't know where I'm going. It's like the universe is steering me with a blindfold on. I hate it. I'm not in control. It's weird. It's awkward. But guys, with that Three of Cups showing up over here, it's going to be something worth celebrating about. And I really feel like you have to hold on to that energy. Once again, I feel the need to reiterate the quote that it's not about seeing to believe, but instead it's about believing to see. And when you can believe to see, the miracles will show themselves to you. All right? All right, though, Capricorns. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in. I do hope that you guys take into account this month that things are going to go positively for you. I don't know why. I just get that feeling that there may be a lot of Capricorns watching like, okay, Ant, I don't trust you and I don't trust the universe, okay? Because I don't like the way that I'm feeling right now. I know. But remember, guys, blessings can often come in a form that looks like not so much of a blessing, okay? Rejection's God's protection. Sometimes things can look terrible, but they needed to play out a certain way to get to somewhere so much better. So please do keep that in mind. But Capricorns, I appreciate you so much. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. As always, if you are interested, guys, in subscribing, feel free to. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you to the channel. And of course, personal reading information is in the description below. Have a wonderful September, though, guys, and I will see you all in your next video. Take care, Capricorn, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.